I am Mazellegh. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sharing with you all this video clip, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. So let's get into it.
When I have a child, I want to take them to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I want to take them to the motherland. Let them see that, hey, we're blessed over here. You know, but look at them. They're staying in woods and trees.
So he did apologize for his video. He definitely did apologize for it, and I'm glad that he actually went back to make an apology. I don't think he had a choice because he had so many people after him after that he definitely needed to apologize for his misspoke. But let us talk on into the video though. People in Africa are living in a variety of different homes. They're living in a variety of different environments, and it does all depend on where they want to live and where they want to raise their family. There are still such things in the African continent, like it is all over the world, where you have the rural areas where people still pretty much live traditional ways, and a lot of it is still based on generational. That's where the generation is, that's where the family is, and so that's the way they continue to live, and they continue to do things in a traditional way. And then of course you also have the urban part of the countries in Africa where people are living more modern with a lot more technology or what have you. And of course it all depends on just where you want to live. No way is better than the other way. Each way is a way that people are living, and they are comfortable and happy most of the time in this situation that they are living. The second part that really rubbed me the wrong way, when he was talking about he was going to take his children to Africa, not to learn about the culture, not to see how people in the African continent is living, not to educate his children and get rid of the stereotypical mindset that it is apparent that he still has, not to do that, but he's going to show his children how blessed they are to live in the United States of America compared to going to a country in Africa and living like the other people. I don't know why people, particularly Christians, are still attributing blessings to how big a house you live in, how much money you make, how a nice car you drive. Blessings don't always come in the terms of tangible items. A blessing can come in any form or fashion that God wants to bless you in. It's not always just somebody living in a big house, driving a big car, that all of a sudden they're so blessed. Because I guarantee you, a lot of those people that are living in those big homes and driving those nice cars are not living a very blessed life. They got a lot of stuff going on. On the outside, it looks great, but on the inside, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. So blessings can come in many different forms. A blessing can come from you being healthy. You might have been sick for a very long time, and the Lord blessed you with healing. He blessed you with health. You could be someone who couldn't have children. He blessed you with a child. You could have been someone who was not very, healthy in your mind. He blessed you with a sound mind. There's a lot of different types of blessings the Lord can bless you with, and it doesn't always have to come in the form of things, particularly rich things. Blessings has nothing to do with how big a house you live in and how nice a car you drive and how much money you make. So I wish people would stop attributing that to blessings, as if God only blesses people with just this elaborate things, and he doesn't give blessings to anybody else who's living a regular life per se. A person who might be homeless, as if because they're homeless they're not blessed. There might be something else going on in that person's life that makes them blessed. Maybe as far as their home life goes, there might be something going on there, but they might be getting a blessing in some other way. They could get a blessing from somebody coming to them and helping them find a job. That could be a blessing to somebody. Blessings come in a variety of different ways, and it is not just the things that you have that makes you blessed. So for him to make the comment as if he's blessed in the United States of America, for what? Why is he blessed again? Because there are a lot of people in the United States of America who would think the United States is more of a curse than a blessing, depending on who you're talking to. Depending on who you're talking to. And who is he to make a statement as if the people on the African continent are not blessed? Who is he to even make that judgment call that the people on the African continent are not blessed? Because why? Because they're not living according to the Western standards of what living is supposed to be, or what a house is supposed to look like? Why are we still having, are people still having this way of thinking? I'm not going to put we, because I don't have that thinking. In 2023, and they think that it's okay to say that. 2023. It's high time that the negative mindset of the African continent changes and goes away. And the only way it does that is if people actually go over there to travel, to actually go there to see it and look at it, and go to these different areas of Africa and really see it the way it is, and to stop basing a continent way of life and their living and everything that they do, you're basing on a standard that the Western world decided to create. And then if people don't meet the standards that they created, then all of a sudden they're living at low standards. Not to take into consideration that every continent, every country has their own standards, as they should have, because there's different things, different cultures, different people there, different way of life there. We can't all have the same standards of living when it comes to certain areas, because what your standards of good living is could not be a good standard of living for someone else, and vice versa. It all depends on the factors that are surrounding your living. So we can't all try to say that everybody's standards of living has to be the exact same way, because I don't know how you're living. I don't know your environment. I don't know the resources that you have. So I cannot base the standard of living on my standard of living. They're not going to be the same. So that needs to change, especially if you've never been there. People need to stop apologizing for ignorance, especially when there's stuff out there and information out there to even keep you from saying things like that. Now, maybe it was a slip of the tongue. I don't think that's what it was. I mean, come on now. All right, that's all I have to say on that subject, guys. I am Michele Mazelleغ. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.